Hi guys and gals, Miss Dawson here. I am going to go over decimals, fractions, and number lines today. Okay, so let's get us started. First thing, we have 6/10 because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6/10, okay? 6/10 is the fraction that we will be working with today. So I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to write that as a fraction. So I have 6, and if we're dealing with tenths, what is our denominator for tenths? 10. 6/10. Now, if I were to put this in decimal form, you have your decimal. There's your tenth spot. How many do I have? I have 6. So we have 6/10. This one is a representation of 6/10. And this is also a representation of 6/10. So what we're going to talk about today is if this were on a number line. So I'm going to draw out a number line. Now, if we're dealing with tenths, then it needs to have 10 spaces. So now, for number lines, you don't count the lines, you count the spaces. So I'm just dividing this up into 10 different sections. So we have 1 space, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spaces. Now, if we were doing 6/10, that means we're going to have to do 6 jumps. So you start over here at 0, and you go 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, 4 jumps, 5 jumps, 6 jumps. So right here would be 6/10. Now, if you are dealing with hundredths, then that means you will have 100 spaces to count through. A lot of times if you are dealing with hundredths, it will be a zoomed in version. So I'll show you one with hundredths. So let's say we have 81 hundredths. So here's my decimal. Decimal 81 is 81 hundredths. Now 81 hundredths. Now, if this were on a number line, they're not going to cut it into 100 little pieces. Usually it will look like this. It'll go between like 80 and 90, and they'll cut it. This would be 85, and then we would have these different spaces here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spaces. So if we were doing 81 hundredths, so this over here would be 80 hundredths, this would be 90 hundredths. You would have to figure out where on this number line is 81 hundredths. So we have 80, and we have one farther, so this right here would be 81 hundredths. Okay? I hope that helped clear some things up. If you have any questions, you can email me or you can put them in the comments and I'll try my best to get them answered. Bye guys.